how it works. Well, something different cut here. So before we get on any further and scroll across R03, that's you got 3 different. I'll tell you why in a minute. Didn't need this round baler. You can't use this baler has, and you can do load automatically or load manual. You see, you do automatic, it automatically puts it in. Manual, you have to load it yourself, and I'll show you where you get the pallets to do that with, and it opens up. But I don't even have that big pack baler there, or this. But this is all, and then this is the machine right here that, and see, I have mine set on automatic. If you don't have this, you're not going to make the money with this new add-on. This is what makes the pellets. That's what you turn into straw and hay into, pellets. This is what does it. Without this, you are up the creek without a paddle, as we like to say here in the South. Anyway, so let me scroll to where I have my, well, where is it? I got so much equipment till, here we go. Alright, here is the Primo, and mine is automatically loaded, so I don't have to load it. But for those of you who want to do it manually, where you find the stuff to do it with, you come under pallets, and I think it's either under, it's one of the top 2. Let me see, I'm not sure, and it's not under there, so it's got to be here. Yep, there it is. See, bale twine pallet, bale net pallet. The molasses goes in the machine that I have, the Primo, and also this machine has to have water. If you do load manually, you have to load water in this machine manually. It keeps the pellets, these pellets, and I'll get up here and turn my light on. See, that is hay pellets. If I get in the tractor, it says hay pellets down the bottom right hand corner, 44%, 4,027. Now, and let me take you to I want to show you the difference. I can scroll. Alright, this is your warehouse that you make. Once you make pellets, see here, let me turn the lights on here, folks. Where's the light switch? It's right around here. Now, lights is on now. And where you find this is under, let me see, under sheds, and there's actually 3. Here we go, 3 different ones. Yeah, 3 different ones. The cheapest being 175,000. That's just an empty warehouse. This one just has the crane in it, which I'll show you that in a little bit. This one, the 400,000, is the one that I just, and this makes pallets. There's what. Hang on a minute, let me show you. This is what the pellets. That's straw, and again, there's some hay. Okay, what you do is you take this, a scoop of this or that, not at the same time, put into this trough to make the pallets. And you say, well, what's a pallet? Let me show you. Come across here to my storage house, and I'll show you. Let's go in the door here. Let me turn the light on. Light switch right there. And see, this is the empty one. You see, they have the hookups for the crane in here, but you can't. This is straw pallet. See, it's brown, and I'll prove it to you. Well, use your meter on seasons. It says straw. Over here we have hay. See, it's green. Kind of looks like marijuana in the pack, that hay does. Let's see here, I'll show you. Yep. Anyway, these are the pallets. And if you go in, let me show you one more thing before we get started how to do all this. You go into your menu, and once you have this installed, all the way over to this prices menu, there you go. That lower price, let me come down to where you see the pallet sale point. I'll show you that in a minute. The 1714, that is straw. That's what you're getting for straw, a ton for straw. The other 22.39 is hay. Where do you sell it? Let me turn this light off and go out the door, and I'll show you a little bit. Go out the door now. Ooh. I did turn the light off, didn't I? Yep. I forgot to turn them off over here at the warehouse, but that's okay. I'll turn them off in a minute. Over here, that's a bale sale point. I can sell bales there if I want to. Here is your pallet. You see, there's a good look at the two different. That green one is hay, and the brown is straw. You bring the pallets here either on a trailer, or you can. I have a forklift that I use, that you saw on that trailer a while ago. Let me go turn the light off in this. We'll get back on the tractor in a minute. And you can sell this loose and probably get close to the same price. The pallets are just easier to handle. Now let's switch back to my John Deere, where my Primo's at. Scroll through all this. Well, there we go. Okay. Now, you have to. Here's the interesting thing. If you're not playing seasons, straw you can bale or pick up loose like this. Either way, seasons or not. Hay, on the other hand, if you're not playing seasons, you probably, I haven't tried it, but I'm about 75% convinced that you can bale it, simply because this light texture here is what, because you would have to cut it and ted it to get it that light color on non-season. But here it is dry grass, or what we call down here in the south green hay. That's why on seasons mode you have to let it, if you're going to just make hay to make hay, no pun intended, you have to let it lay out. You don't have to ted it if you cut it dry, which I have cut this dry. If we look at our weather, you see down there it's a plus for drying until way after lunchtime, according to the weather, and it's, you know, drying potential plus. Wind speeds 4 and 5 miles an hour. If I wanted to let it dry out, it would work. It would dry out. But to get pellets, you cannot let it dry out. Let it turn. It won't accept. It won't pick up loose, or it won't pick the lighter colored hay, which is which I have a whole bunch of in my silo, because I didn't know that's the way this was going to work. It won't do it. The reason it doesn't associate that lighter color, that this turns, that hay actually turns when it let me show you what I'm talking about when I say lighter color. Let me trip to a truck and I'll pull some out right quick. Well, here we go. And I see a friend of mine is on right now. Let me get just some hay out, just enough so you can see it in the truck. So you'll see what you have a visual. Alright, see, this is hay on seasons. It's much lighter than it is. If you see that in that bed there, it's lighter color than that on the ground. That on the ground, laying there over a period of hours, will turn to what's that color of what's in. This is only on seasons. Now, non-seasons, it won't turn that color. But what's in that truck right there, that machine over yonder, see it sitting over yonder, way off in the distance, will not recognize that color as hay. That texture is hay. It recognizes the texture on the ground, the greener texture, as hay. So let me dump this back in my silo. So if you're going to make pellets, hay pellets, you can't let it turn that color there. You have to cut it dry and pick it right up, which is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to load it on this truck when that fills up. Now you're probably wondering, well, what is, I'm just going to back this right here. What is this little thing here? This goes on that Primo machine over yonder that I just showed you. On one side of it, to shred bale, you pick up the square bales, not round bales, square bales. And that's why I got my John Deere baler. And here's what I've been doing some testing. And I'll show you, let me turn my light on here. That bottom grass bale came out of that John Deere baler. The top one there came out of a chrome baler that I leased. And you're probably saying, well, why did you bale with two different balers? Here's why. And this straw bale was left in that John Deere baler when I started. Because the reason I did, and here's the answer why I did two different bales with two different, because I wanted to see, this is some of the grass that I just cut. I wanted to see if you could bale that grass and it would accept it in that Primo machine and shred it. Wouldn't it? And it with the John Deere bale, John Deere square bale, it didn't. Neither with the chrome big pack baler. And I'll show you which baler right now I'm talking about, so you won't have any. This one, that's the one I leased, the big pack 1290 HDP2XC. I thought, well, maybe it did the bales where, and see, when this pack came out the other day, this add-on, folks, I started testing right away, because I had been hearing, oh, you can do hay and you can do straw. Well, that's why I have all that straw, hay and straw in my silos, because I figured I'd just dump it out on the ground and take that. Let me go back to the Primo machine here, so I'm getting ready to, you see down here, well, let me turn my light on. That's where it picks up. I could just pick it up loose or shred it, and where that shred arm fits is right here on this side. See where that yellow arrow is? That's yellow thing is right there. It fits on. You pull up beside it and it locks in. You cannot pick up off the ground with it attached. You have to detach it. And here's your arm to unload. Like I said, this is hay pellets. I had already started on the backside of this field over yonder, picking up with this to test to see if you could. When I realized this texture here on Seasons looks similarly close to what the hay texture on non-Seasons looks like, I thought, maybe, because we couldn't, me and my friend One Dog, y'all know who he is, excuse me, he was helping me too. We could not, the two of us was trying to figure out how to get it to make hay pellets. There is another way. This will cost a little bit more. If you don't want to go to this trouble, it's a little bit easier. And it's called, let me switch over now. Okay, that'll work. Let me come down here. If you have one of these things here, your multi-silo, you know you can buy just about everything in it. You can also buy straw and hay pellets. I ain't gonna take the time to show you. I'm gonna go back now to my tractor with the Primo. But with that, you can buy them and keep the stock up and not have to have this, a baler or anything, because you're already buying the pellets made. You can just either turn around and sell them right back and get your money back, or loose, or make the pallets. Howbeit, I'm going to test and see whether you get more for loose or for the pallets. Anyway, so we were trying to get back to what I was saying, trying to figure out how to pick up this hay, and I mean, we tried everything in the book and nothing. The texture that we have on Seasons is not recognized by this add-on, this hay and straw harvest add-on. It's not recognized by it at all. So, but that John Deere baler that I have, and I'll show you it right here, you can use that for straw and bale it, and it will accept it. The shredder thing here will accept it. Sure will. All day long. So, with no further ado, let's get busy and gotta scroll through again. Simply turn it on, just like you would the baler. Lower the pickup. Turn on. It says turn off or on pallet harvester. I'm gonna turn my lights on just to get where I can see a little better. And you see, and this machine, it does not like to go very fast. You see the pellets dropping out right there. Now I'm going to turn around. This machine, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, let me go in my garage, holds 9,700. And we're better than half full now. I'm going to turn it off so I can roll a little bit faster. Get down here where, because I got all, whoop, right there, some I missed. Back up. Didn't get that. You have to kind of go slow, and thick piles of stuff, it doesn't like that too well either. See, it didn't get that thick pile back there. I don't know that it's going to get it. But did it get it? Yeah, it got it. Most of it. Alright. Now let's, but you see the pellets rather, and you could back this straight into that where that trough thing is and unload it, and I'll show you how that works in a little bit. But that's how you get your hay up. You use this machine right here, and you pick it straight up when you cut it on seasons. Now on non-season mode, you have to, when you cut grass, you have to ted it before you can get this lighter texture here, color here, to get, and that would be hay. But on here, we know this is dry grass or green hay. Same thing. On seasons, that's what they call that. And so and you're saying, so to get it up on seasons, you have to use this, and it will, you cut it just like you would normally cut grass here on seasons to make hay. I promise you, it might pick up something like 17%, I believe is what we've me and Dog together figured out, and then it'll stop because it'll say not supportive or don't recognize, whatever, however you want to say it. It'll give you some kind of error message. But once you get the pellets, you're probably wondering, well, how is the pallet made? Well, let's skedaddle over to the pallet shop. I'll get it right in a minute. I'm getting tongue-tied. It's a neat process. Alright, here we are. And I'm going to turn the light on. First thing I'm going to show you, though, I'm going to get the light on. Oh, I opened the door. Well, shoot. It won't let me turn the light on. Or are they already on? No, they're not on. And I'm sure you see that says enter vehicle there, and I'll show you what vehicle that is in just a skinny second. Well, let's open this door then, and maybe then we can, yeah, turn on light. There we go. Now shut the door. Alright, the lights are on now. See this blue icon right here in that little hook? If you go up to it, it says enter vehicle. Hit square. Let me. Alright. Well. And this is a crane, and there's also a bale. This is the scoop on it. There's also a bale pickup and a pallet pickup on it. I don't use it for that. I like using it just like it is. I'm going to hit R1 and L, and I'm going to move that moves it back and forth. See, it moves it around, slides it along. Then once you get over whatever you, and I'm going to, let's see, let me back out here a minute and see what we had on here. Okay, we had straw, so I'm going to scoop up a thing of straw. Let me go back in, get back on the crane. Hit R1, L1, and pull to your R3 to the right, and it's going to open up your scoop. Then you hit R1 and pull back on R3, and it'll take it down into that. Then you hit R1, L1. And then bring it up. It'll take it a minute to come up. And then, let's see, I got to remember. There. Remember, L1, R1, and L3 is what moves. And you bring it right over to trough like this. And then you just hit R1, L1, and then R3, and it'll pour right out. Now let's go over and take a look at it going up here. And here's the thing. See the pallet, the straw pallets coming out? It's going to make a pallet or two. See the information just popped on left hand side of the screen? 6 bags. That's new every day. See, 1 minute and 13 seconds. The supply, what that little pile I just dumped in there will be empty. This pallet here is almost done. And I'll show you how I stack them. And the same process for hay. As you see the hay pellets over there. 11 bags. Yesterday I had over 1,800 bags made and 45 or 6 pallets. See, there's the pallet going out now, and watch what happens to it when it comes over here. Boom, it automatically wraps. Then I just get into my little skid steer, and let me show you what I got on the front of this. This is a little neat thing. I had no idea, folks. Another friend of mine who plays this game clued me in on this. What this is, let me get off here first and come around here and show you. I have an adapter on here, a front loader, like goes on a tractor, adapter right there, and then this is from the skid steer. And so I'm gonna go across here to skid steer loaders. And for those of you that don't know, if you don't have this CSZ pack downloaded, do it, because the adapter and that piece I'm using, there's the adapter right there, skid steer loader to front loader, and the piece, the actual lifter right there, it is big bag handler. Watch what happens when I drop down on that and I hit R1 and R3. Let me get back in, let me back up and line up over. That don't matter. You just line up, pick it up, and line up over. You got to get it straight, just like this. Don't go up on that. R1, R3. Look, you got it, and it's not going nowhere. If you use the skid steer, see, I got the weight on the back, because these pallets are heavier than you. I mean, this is straw, but the hay is the same way. And I'm gonna show you how. I have to go over here and open the door, the warehouse. I take it over here, put it in the warehouse, or you could sell it straight like that. It's ready to sell. Open up, and I'm not gonna turn the light on here. I better turn it on. I'll be able to see. And then alright, here we go. Now, let me show you how easy it is to stack this. See, I've been stacking, and this is straw on the left here, and over there is hay. I got to line up a little better. Pick it up. That one is sticking out for some reason. It needs to be pushed back in there a little further. Dropping that. See? And then you hit R1, R3 again, boom. Whoa. Now, there. See, I'm gonna fix this one here. I probably got another one to bring in here. It is a very neat add-on, great add-on And like I said, let's see if I can there. That's good. Just shoved it back in there. This doesn't work on bales, unfortunately. I wish it did, but it don't. It would be an easy, very easy and compatible way to. Let's see. I'm going this other gate. I mean, I got the door open over there. I'll go in the back. And let's see if there's another pallet or if it's done stop. Supplies 00, 24 bags, 1 pallet. And right here's what happens. It stops. These won't keep coming down the conveyor belt. And that's so forth and so on. That's how it works. You just keep putting it with that scoop there. Or you can do, I also have this as a backup, because I'll tell you why. In these, and I have weights to go on. I have a Fendt tractor that, I'm not a Fendt, that the tractor I got hooked to the baler right now, that Fiat, that's what it is. That's what this goes to. Let me show you why I got that scoop. Let me go around back here and I'll show you. Because them stalls there, well, it's not there now. It's not, we done moved it out. But if you get it too close to this wall, it'll come out from under that wall. It's a little. That's the only, if you call it a glitch, I don't call it that, about hitch, glitch, whatever, about this whole thing. Other than that, that's it. And that's how she's made, folks. I mean, it's not a hard process. And these, like I say, I don't know what it sells loose, but I'm told you can get the same price. And let me tell you something about the sell point over here. This price that you see on this little red thing here, don't pay that no attention. That's not accurate. The only thing accurate about it is that it does say, hey, it's higher price than straw. That part is correct. Now, inside of this, one more thing in this crane I need to show you. I think it's in the crane. Let me see. Let me see. Well, no, it's not in here. Some of you, when you've noticed, may have seen, I think heard DJ Gohan mention this, and I'm going to mention it too, because I've noticed this. The symbols, and I think he's talking about, here, let me go to this screen here, it's saving, right? On the price menu here, let me see where I got it highlighted. Let me go back up to the top up here. See it up here on the right hand side where it's highlighted. Now go back down to the sell point. Each one, like I say, the first one is straw, the higher price is hay, but those symbols up there are backward. Actually, the first symbol is hay and picture, and the second one is straw. When they added this DLC, it, for whatever reason, came out backward. So just know that even though the pictures are not correlating with the price, the cheaper price is straw. Excuse me, and this one that's more expensive, the one you get the more money there, 2200, is hay. Let me turn the light off in here now, because I'm not going to be, got to finish picking up all them pellets, and I'm going to load the pellets. I'm going to make sure that light over yonder is on. I'm going to put my pellets that I'm picking up, I'm going to put them in my silo, and that's how you do it, folks. It's not a complicated thing, and it's neat to do, and it's money. And let me tell you, folks, if you're going to do it, you better get it set up like I got it, pretty much like I got it set up here, because and here's another thing you need to know, because this is the easiest way to do it, the way I got it set up. if you're making those pallets over there and you get ready to, you got to stop play for a little bit, whether you're on seasons or whether you're not. That doesn't matter. And it's in the middle of making pallets. Like right now, it's empty. And you go to try to save the game to leave it. It's not going to let you save until that's finished, which is a good thing. That was for console players. That was where the let me go back to the tractor now. Where the patch was, the reason it was a week later coming out on console than it was in PC. And but that's how you do it, folks. And like I say, this is the only way you can get hay pellets. If you're going to make hay pellets, this is the only way you can be able to do it. Straight off the ground when you cut the grass. Otherwise, you can buy them, the pellets already made, and I wouldn't buy grass out of that multi-silo because it's darker green, and you'd have to ted it probably, and then you might could pick it up with this machine and make the pellets that way. Probably, most likely. Haven't tried that yet, but I might test it out later and I'll let you know. But for now, folks, this is Farm King saying adios and goodbye.